When you picture Earth's tectonic plates, you might think of the massive ones like the Pacific or Eurasian plate. But what if the smallest plates have some of the biggest secrets? Get ready to journey beneath the surface where these minor plates like Juan de Fuca, Nazca, Cocos, Somali plate, Arabian plate, Indian plate, all these plates play, their flex their might through earthquakes, mountain buildings, and volcanic hotspots, revealing a whole new perspective on how our planet truly works. So before going further, I welcome you all at Universal Group of Institutions Bangalore, and our admissions are open for 2025-2026. We are offering integrated course on PUC, BSc, BCom, BA and MA Political Science. In academics, we are offering you IAS, IPS and KAS coaching, and in PUC, we are offering you CLAT, CSET and CUT examination preparation. So don't be late, just enroll right now. And if you give your referral code as HIM007, you will get a special offer discount also. So students, this particular geography series is useful for CUET, UPSC, KAS and every competitive examination where geography is the dominant subject. As you can see, we already have the playlist of the geomorphology and it's still going on. So we will cover all the topics, okay, climatology, oceanography in the upcoming videos. So stay tuned, make sure you subscribe the channel, okay, and along with the subscription, you have to put click the bell icon also, so that the moment we post any video, you get the notification. All right. So students, we are talking about the major and minor plates of the world. I've already covered major tectonic plates in the previous videos like Antarctica, North American plate, South American plate, Pacific plate, India, Australia, New Zealand plate, Africa plate, and Eurasia plate. So these are the 7 major tectonic plates. I've already covered that. Go watch that video. I will put the description link in the description box also. Okay. So these are the minor plates: Arabian, Bismarck, Caribbean, Carolina, Cocos, Juan de Fuca, Nazca, Philippines, Persian, Anatolian, China plate, and Fiji plate. Okay. So these are some of the minor plates of the world. So among these plates, we will talk about some major ones. So first major plate, minor plate, sorry, in our world is Arabia plate. Can you see this Arabian Peninsula? Peninsula means the area, the landmass that is surrounded by sea or water from 3 sides, that is called peninsula. As you can see, our India is also a peninsula. Why? Because it is surrounded by 3: Arabian Ocean, Bay of Bengal, and Indian Ocean. Same way, Arabian plate, Arabian Peninsula is also surrounded by Red Sea, Persian Gulf and Arabian Sea. Okay, so this Arabian plate, as you can see, is a tectonic plate located in the Middle East of the Asia. This full is Asia, so this is the Middle East of the Asia. In this particular area, we consider Kuwait, Bahrain, Qatar, UAE, Oman, Yemen, Saudi Arabia, Syria, Jordan and Iraq. These are the Middle Eastern countries, and these countries are lying on the Arabian plate. This is the minor plate, but one of the biggest one. Okay, so this is the map of Middle East. You should know, because recently America attacked on the Houthi, and Houthis are the militia of the Yemen area. Okay, so this becomes a very important, if we combine geopolitics with the our plates also. Okay, so it's all interconnected, remember that. Fine. So students, basically this particular Arabian plate, it was separated from Africa. This is Africa. So it was separated from Africa about 25 million years ago. Okay, now it collided with, as it is going like this, it collided with the Eurasian plate here. If the Indian plate is colliding with Eurasian plate, Himalayas are formed. Okay, and here this Arabian plate separated from the African plate, it collided into Eurasian plate, and that's how this particular, earlier it was a Tethys Sea, but now Red Sea and Persian Gulf is formed. Okay, so this particular mountain, as you can see, the name of the mountain is Zagros. Okay, Zagros mountain, Zagros mountain. This particular mountain is a fold mountain that is formed due to the collision of Arabian plate with the Eurasian plate. Okay, fine. Second thing, this particular plate is having lot of hydrocarbon. That's why as you can see that 48% of world oil reserves and 43% of world natural reserves are attributed to this particular region, as you can see. Okay, so 48% of world reserve is, and the OPEC countries are the countries that exports oil for their economy. So most of the OPEC Middle Eastern countries are the part of OPEC countries also. Second thing is that this particular area, as we can see, it was separated from the African plate. Now it is drifting towards the Asian plate. So this particular area is having lot of seismic zones. Okay, lot of earthquakes occurs in this particular area, and now you know the reason why. Okay, third is that when convergent boundary, when one boundary is colliding with the another boundary, volcanoes will occur. So this particular area is having like one of the largest volcanic province of Arabian plate is the name is Harat Ashsham. This is the name of that particular region. So this is how this particular region look like. Okay. Second important plate is Bismarck plate. So Bismarck plate is also known as the crunch zone of the earth. Okay, crunch zone of the earth. Why? Because as you can see, this particular dark pink, I'm circling in the black mark. This black mark is Bismarck plate. Now just take a glance that how many plates are surrounding the Bismarck plate. Caroline plate, Pacific plate, Manus plate, Woodlark plate, Maoke plate, Solomon Sea plate, all are surrounding the Bismarck plate. That's why it is called crunch, because it is like a crunch in all the plates. Okay, so this particular plate is in the Southwest Pacific Ocean. You have to remember that, and it's the it's the part of the complex jigsaw of microplates squeezed between the gigantic Pacific plate. As you can see, this is the Pacific plate. Okay, that's why it is called minor plate. Okay, Pacific plate is the major plate. And Bismarck plate is very important to read because this plate is very active actually. It's minor. As is, in childhood our babies are very naughty. Same thing is with the Bismarck also, that Bismarck is very active and very much collision, tectonic plate collision happens in this particular area. Okay, so due to Bismarck plate, some volcanoes are there. The name is Ulawan. This is the Ulawan. Okay, and this is our Rabaul. So these two volcanoes are due to the Pacific. These are presenting Pacific Ring of Fire, and those are due to the Bismarck plate only. Okay, a lot of earthquake also comes in this particular area. All right, fine. So students, third important plate is Nazca plate. Okay, third important plate is Nazca, and most important in Nazca has been asked in examination like many times. Okay. So students, as you can see the location of Nazca plate is here, Pacific plate is here, and this is the South American plate. So Nazca plate is between South American plate and Pacific plate. Pacific plate is a major plate. Pacific plate is the only plate that is oceanic plate, boundary plate, and South America is continental oceanic plate. So Nazca lies between these two, as you can see clearly here also. Okay, so the Nazca plates area is around like 15600, like the square kilometers, so big. So somebody might be asking why we are counting Nazca plate as this minor plate, although the area is so big. But the thing is that Nazca is having Nazca is only having the impact on South American, particularly this region only. That's why it is a minor. All the major plates are interconnected. Minors are the like the sub plates of the major plates only. Okay. So students, Nazca plate is it's a relatively young geologically, with its oldest rocks being about 50 million old only. Okay. The plate itself formed around 23 million year old from the breakup of Farallon plate. So there was a plate called Farallon in the Pacific Ocean. Because of the Farallon plate, this Nazca plate was formed. So if somebody asks you in examination that before Nazca, which was the plate, answer was Farallon plate. You have to remember. Fine. Now, if we talk about the boundaries of Nazca plate, this is Nazca plate. So, in examination, generally, they ask the eastern boundary, southern boundary, western boundary, northern boundary. Okay. So, in east, it collides with the South American plate. As you can see, this is the South American plate. In north, as you can see by yourself only, that, and remember, due to the eastern collision, Nazca plate subducts under the South American plate and Andes mountain is formed. Andes mountain is the longest mountain in the world. You have to remember that. Okay. So this Andes is formed due to Nazca plate colliding with the South American plate, and I told in the earlier videos that oceanic plates are more dense. That's why it is going down. It will go down when the continental and oceanic plate will collide. Oceanic plates will go down. That's why it is called this divergent subduction zone. And because of the subduction, what is happening? Andes mountain is formed. And also when mountains are formed, many volcanoes are also formed. Like this is the Cotopaxi and this is Chimborazo volcano. These are formed due to the Nazca plate collision with South American plate. Okay. If we talk about the west boundary, students, the western boundary, this is the Nazca plate. So western boundary is Pacific plate. In the north, it is Cocos. This is the north boundary. It is Cocos. Okay. Now, the most prominent feature created by Nazca plate is, I already told you, Andes mountain, and this particular mountain is the longest, like 7,000 kilometer long. Okay, fine. And students, there is an interesting terminology here. See, can you see this particular point? So this is called, see, this is our Chile ridge, this is our Chile trench, and this is our Antarctic plate. So this particular area is called CTZ. Okay, Chile trench junction. We have to remember that, CTJ. Okay. And because of Nazca plate, many disastrous earthquakes have come in recent, in 1960, Valdivia, all are the Chile. In 2010 also, in Chile earthquake is there, and now you know the reason why in Chile and Peru lot of earthquakes are there, because of the Nazca plate only. Okay. Now, before going further, let me tell you that UCC, our Universal Coaching Center, for that our IS and KAS, batches are open, admission are open for that. So seats are limited, so you better register right now. All the numbers and websites are written. If you have any doubts, you can call to our office and we will respond you. Okay, fine. Second important plate is Cocos plate. So Cocos plate is approximately 2.3 million square kilometer, and the location is East Pacific Ocean. So this is our Pacific Ocean. This whole is Pacific Ocean, students. Remember, this whole is Pacific Ocean. We have divided Pacific Ocean into many plates. So this particular plate is Pacific Ocean. This is our Cocos, and this is Nazca. Just now we did that. Cocos is making the boundary, northern boundary of Nazca plate. Okay. Now, third is Philippines Sea plate. So Philippines Sea plate size is approximately 1.9 million kilometer square, and the location is Western Pacific Ocean. Remember, and if I draw on this particular area, so this is our Philippines Sea plate. As you can see, Philippines Sea plates comes under Pacific plate only. Okay, Pacific plate, and this whole area is convergent boundary area. So Philippine Sea plate is colliding with the Eurasian plate like this. Okay, when it is colliding with the Eurasian plate, many features, many trenches, many ridges are formed, like the Gagua ridge. Gagua ridge is formed due to the Philippine Sea plate subducting under the Eurasian plate. And very interesting, as you all know, that Mariana Trench is also present here only, and Mariana Trench is the deepest trench in the whole world, around 11 kilometers depth. Next plate is Caribbean plate. So Caribbean plate is again sandwiched between North American plate and South American plate. It is bound by North American plate, Nazca plate, Cocos plate, Panama plate. These are the plate that is surrounding the Caribbean plate. You have to remember that. And this particular plate creates Greater Antilles. And in Greater Antilles, which countries comes under Greater Antilles? Puerto Rico, Dominican Republic, Haiti, Jamaica, Cayman Islands and Cuba. These all islands are called Greater Antilles. It can be asked in prelims examination, so you have to remember that. Also, a very interesting thing about Caribbean plate is that it has both convergent and divergent boundaries. Okay, as you can see in the map itself, this is our Caribbean plate. So this red means divergent plate boundary and this blue means convergent plate boundary. So Caribbean plate is colliding with someone else and diverging with someone else. This is the thing going on with the Caribbean plate. And the next important is Juan de Fuca plate. So interestingly, Juan de Fuca plate, this is Pacific plate, this is North American plate. If somebody asks you Pacific plate and South American plate, answer would be Nazca. Okay, so Nazca plate is between South America and Pacific plate, but Juan de Fuca plate is between North America and Pacific plate, as you can see in this area. This is Juan de Fuca. This is approximately 0.2 million square kilometers, and this Juan de Fuca plate is subducting under North American plate. Subduction again, tell me which one will go down. If the question asks that among Juan de Fuca and North American plate, when these two are colliding, which one is going down, you answer me in the comment box. Okay, because I've already told many times this particular concept. Okay. Also, this particular Juan de Fuca plate is responsible for the Cascade range of volcanoes. Okay, many volcanoes are formed in Pacific Ocean due to the Juan de Fuca plate. See what in beginning of what I told you, these are the mysterious, like they are minor but they play a major role in the plate tectonics. All right, fine. Next is Scotia plate. This is the last one. This is last important. The size is approximately 0.5 million square kilometer. Just check the location, because locations are important. Where they are situated is more important than the size and all. So it is bound by South American plate is north, Antarctic plate in the west, Sandwich plate. It is the plate of this Antarctic. So South Sandwich Trench that is formed by the South Sandwich plate, it is the deepest point of Antarctic Ocean. In south, it is Shetland plate. Okay, so these are the plates that is surrounding Scotia plate. All right, fine. So students, another announcement for you that KAS mains test series have started already. So we are offering 16 tests and these are the schedules. So you can still join the online and offline courses. Offer price is only 3499. All right. So check that out quickly. Now recently, I think you all have heard about the Africa plate crack. Fine. So this is the African plate. Some diagram I've found on the websites. So African plate is cracking. How exactly? So this is the case study we have to read, because you know that this Somalia and Nubian plates are minor plates. Okay, so because of these plates, this particular east area of Africa plate is, it is separating from the African continent. This is the horn, African horn, we say that, and now it is moving towards India basically. In upcoming future, you will see that these plates will be colliding with the Indian subcontinent. Okay, so already the panic is there, but there is no need of that, because like we won't be there for that. But still, in upcoming times, Somalia and Nubian plates, they will be colliding with the Indian plates. And how it is happening? Because of the rift, see, this is the right now, this is the situation. These are the plates. This is the African plate, but this is the new rift valley has formed, and because of this full area, whole this area is getting drifting apart. So from this particular minor plates, what question can be asked? Which of the following minor plates is responsible for creating the cascade range of volcanoes in North America? Tell me. Just now we have done that Scotia plate is the right answer. Remember? So this particular question is for you. The Scotia plate is bounded by which of the following major tectonic plates? Answer is Eurasian, African, Indian. Okay. So you have to write the answer, correct answer in the comment box. I will reply the correct answer to you. Okay. And if we talk about the mains examination, so these two questions are important, probable questions in the upcoming examinations. You make sure you write it right. These are in the comment box. I will reply, or you can join our Telegram channel UGI Bangalore, and you can post your answers there also. We will definitely reply you back. Also, Universal Group of Institution is organizing Viksit Bharat Vision Viksit Bharat 2047 on 25th and 26th April 2025. This is a 2 days free workshop. Okay. So the seat distribution is also there. So if you are falling into this category, you can join it. You can scan this particular QR code for the registration, and you can contact us also for more information. Okay. So I hope you like the lecture. If you like this, do share, subscribe, and keep the notification bell icon on for further updates, because in further parts we will be talking about the volcanoes, types and volcanoes, the volcanic landforms, and volcanic eruptions. So our geomorphology is going on. So you do make subscribe. Okay, thank you so much, and see you in the next one.